Hi everyone, welcome to another video. As you can see by the title, I am going to go through our October budget using our real numbers today. And before we get started, I have a little confession to make. We have not budgeted for the last 2 months, August and September, the last week or so of July even. We kind of just fell off the budgeting train tracks, so to say, and didn't even really look at our budget. It was definitely not a good thing. It kind of set us back a little bit. We lost track of some priorities and spent money places that we otherwise wouldn't have if we were keeping track of things. So it's time to get back on track. Everybody is going to have times in their budgeting journey where they make a mistake, they mess up, they fall off the rails a little bit, but the important thing is to get back on track. So that's what we're doing today. If you haven't seen one of our videos before, I have a playlist on budgeting videos where there's a lot more detail and goes more in depth about the process that we use. We do follow Dave Ramsey's baby steps, so you can kind of get a little bit of more information from that playlist. But for now, let's get started with October's budget. All right, I've got my computer here, my calculator always, my phone just in case I want to log on to the bank on here and be able to use every dollar on the computer. That way I don't have to have 2 different tabs. And then I have our budget binder as well. So I've gone through this in detail as well in previous videos, so I'm not really going to show you this part today. I've already filled in all of the monthly bills that we have coming out there. So we today are just going to be setting up the every dollar portion of our budget. So as you can see here, it says start planning for October. If I click up here, you can see that August and September, they have these dashed lines around them, which means they were not done either. So we're just gonna skip over that. In the past, I would have attempted to fill in as much as I can about those, like after the fact, just to kind of have them done and see how much we spent in those categories. But I have been on the mental struggle bus lately and just don't have the mental energy to do that this time around. So we're just going to start fresh with what we have. I'm going to click start planning for October. They're going to copy July's budget for me so that we have like a baseline to start from, and then we'll edit as needed. In case you haven't seen our videos, for partial privacy's sake, we don't share the income breakdown exactly where everything is coming from, but just the complete total that we expect to receive. And this is the total that we expect to receive for October. The next thing that I do is to go into our savings. We have a $1,000 emergency fund already, which is baby step 1, so we don't need to add anything to that. We are going to carry over to November, and we have been trying to carry over $700. That carryover is to cover the first week of the month, because my income streams are irregular. They don't always come in on certain days of the month or every 2 weeks or anything like that. So we basically assume that I'm not going to bring in any money the first week, and Anthony gets paid on the 7th of every month for his first paycheck. So we always want to carry over some money to be able to pay for that first week worth of bills, because a lot of bills do come out in that first week. This, just in case, is any extra that we have once we are done budgeting. So I'm just going to put that at 0 for now, and then if we have money left in the budget, then we'll put it in there. And that's kind of a newer thing we've been doing since COVID started, basically, not knowing kind of what to expect. We have just been throwing everything extra that we can into that fund so that we can cover job losses, pay cuts, all of that kind of stuff. So I feel like we're kind of coming out of that uncertainty a little bit, but we're still going to keep plugging away at that just in case, because then we'll have that for other things when we need it. All right, looking back over here, we have our securities, $58.24. Anthony's life insurance is $28.56. We have Adobe, which is my photo editing software, is $10.98. Electric PSE is actually going to be 0 for us because we have a credit on the account. So in October that will be 0. Rent is $14.50. Epidemic Sound is $15. That's where I get the music for my YouTube videos. My life insurance is $52.28. Dance class is actually $215. We have a total of 8 classes total. The girls are in 4 each this year. So that's $215. Our garbage bill we paid last month, so that will be $0 this month. iCloud storage for Anthony is $2.99. Let's Play Music, the girls are both in music classes every week, and combined is $160. Our car insurance went up just a little bit, and it is now $114.83. Water bill, same thing as garbage. We pay that every other month, and we paid that last month. The YMCA, we still have not rejoined that because other than for working out, the facilities are still closed. So all the gymnastics and swim classes, which is the purpose for us having the membership, those are all still shut down. So we have not reactivated that. Disney Plus, Cricket is our cell phone, and actually it's going to be $90 because we were on a phone plan with Anthony, myself, and my dad, but my dad has a different phone plan now. So it's $90 just for Anthony and I, $2.99 for my iCloud storage, $19.83 for renter's insurance, $6.58 for Hulu, and then $35 for internet. Now, we actually do need to add in, we've added in a couple things that I think I've mentioned in videos before. I know one of them for sure, but we now do KiwiCo as well. So that's on the 22nd of every month. And I forgot to check the exact amount for that, so I will definitely do that. But for now, I'm going to put $40 in here. I know it's somewhere around 40, so that will be fine for now. And then the other subscription box that we have is our Spanish curriculum for homeschool, and that's the Hola Amigo Spanish box. So that comes out on the 17th, and it's $54.95. And then I always move up to make it in order so that I know the next thing that's going to come out each month. When I look at here, it's all in order of when they come out of the account. So that takes care of all of the monthly bills. Now we're going down to our envelope categories, and just kind of a disclaimer in case you're new watching this, this is not how every dollar is set up when you log in. I've kind of rearranged it all, and I've done a video showing how I did that. Just kind of works better for us this way. We have planned $650 for groceries. We're keeping it at that. We're back at all of our activities, so I'm gonna bump up gas to $150. $15 for Anthony's haircuts. We actually are back to his regular every 3 weeks-ish haircuts, and he's gonna be getting 2 this month because he'll be getting one earlier in the month of October, and then we'll need one again at the end. For eating out, we're gonna keep that at $250. Household personal care, we're gonna bump down to $100. Pet care, I actually need to bump up probably to $100. The dogs, our Chihuahuas are older and they are losing teeth and not able to eat as well, so we have to get them soft food. So it's going to be a little bit more expensive for that. The girls have their commission money. We're still not doing fun money. $100 into our miscellaneous category just to kind of catch anything that we might have missed. We're not putting anything into sports and activities because they're pretty much all canceled, so there's no need to. We are not putting anything into vacation yet, actually, because we go camping once a year. That's kind of our vacation, and we usually start saving for that in January, so that's gonna wait till then. Car care, we always put $50 in. Clothing, I put a lot in apparently back in July, but we are going to be putting $50 into clothing. Our gift fund, we're gonna add $50 to it. Birthday parties, we're not gonna be adding to it because the girls' birthdays just passed. We normally throw a huge birthday, and we did small this year because of COVID, so we don't need to add to that. Our water, sewer, garbage fund, we're gonna put $150 in. We do this every other month on the months we don't pay the bill. That way it's about half of the cost of those bills. We can just have that ready for us and have like half each month. Homeschool, we're going to keep at $75, and then we're not putting anything into the Puyallup Fair this time because it would have just happened this past month. It got canceled, so we'll start saving for that probably in January or February as well. And then baby fund, well, he's here, so we don't need to have that fund anymore, but we are going to deal with the balances in the bank account now to transfer what is not needed into the checking account and make sure all of these numbers are matching up with what's actually in the account. But you can see up here that now we've entered in all of our expenses. We still have $1858.12 left to budget. So that is all gonna go into this just in case fund. Because like I mentioned before, we are just trying to build that up and just save as much as we possibly can for unexpected things that can come up. So our October budget is set. It's all written down in my planner here. It feels so good to have the month kind of starting off. I'm filming this on September 30th. You're seeing this the first week of October, but it feels good to have this set up before the month starts and know where our money's gonna go, and we can keep track of it every day and just kind of log in and spend a few minutes entering in whatever was spent that day and be kind of on track for success for the rest of the year to kind of finish out the year strong. If budgeting is something that's been on your heart, on your mind, or if you think it could help your situation at all, please look up Dave Ramsey. He seriously changed our lives for the better, and it definitely can change yours too if you lean into it. I hope this gave you some motivation, gave you some ideas for your own financial situation. Make sure you leave me a comment down below and let me know. But for now, remember to stay humble, be kind, and I will see you next time.